What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part, I want to say 29 of my Total Warhammer II modded Vlad von Carstein campaign. So as we saw last time, we have captured Null and are drawing ever closer to Altdorf, very much within striking distance should we want to turn upon it. And however, we do have to take out the rest of Wissenland and probably Balthazar Gelt's Golden Order before we do so, as well as Gelt alive. I do wonder if Gelt's alive. I would like some of those sweet defeat traits. I don't see him, but hey, hopefully we'll find him, and I guess he'll go into another faction anyway, even if we're unable to get him. Anyway, in addition to that, we also had a very nice battle with the Red Duke against the forces of the Silver Pinnacle, and are now sieging the Pinnacle itself. It does have a pretty damn decent garrison here, so if we fight, it is still going to be pretty scary. They have a Blood Dragon Bloodline Lord as well there that we'd have to duel with the Red Duke. Between the episodes, I also decided to raise another unit of Graveguard and a unit of Graveguard with great weapons to fill out the line for the Red Duke here, especially as these guys are going to get reduced cost in a little bit as we move up our White Kings, who are not quite there, but they're almost there. We're ready to power up the Duke. There we go. I should really give them some items. I'll do it between an episode, I'm sure. I also want to get a name in here for you guys. Graveguard, you are going to be the Red Squires. Similar to Bretonnian Foot Squires is my understanding. Now, why the Graveguard with great weapons as opposed to the regular Graveguard? Because the Foot Squires are armor-piercing infantry, and they're closer to great swords than I think they are to melee infantry like this, and besides that, these guys don't have armor piercing, and I know for a fact that Foot Squires do, so this makes more sense to me. Alrighty, so that's good for you. I'll probably get some more names in there at some point. Let's see. I believe we're actually done. Since I've wasted all the money that we had on raising some dead, we don't really have anything else to do. How close is Vlad here? 1, 2, 3. Honestly, this place, since we're going to attack Averland, it was actually fairly close to us here. A lot closer than I would have thought, so I'm reasonably happy with this. Anyway, I believe with that, we're going to end the turn. Ooh, we do have a tech available, so yeah, that's the Unearthed Cursed White Blades. And then on to Dread Animator next. Beautiful. Another upkeep cost reduction, which we really need, you gotta agree. Alrighty, let's see if the forces of the Silver Pinnacle decide to strike back. Oh, another thing I did between the episodes was declare war on the Harbinger of Disaster, just to draw Karazakarak into more and more wars. Eventually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to force the dwarfs to fight the Tomb Kings as well. I just want to make sure that Lamia is relatively safe before we do that, because otherwise they'll attack Lamia, and I don't appreciate that. Peace declared between Carrick Ziflin. These guys are going to attack. And Wissenland is what I was saying. That's great for them. Now, we are hurt here. Hopefully we don't lose too many Graveguard, but fortunately we're in a location where we can raise more should we need to. The big thing here is obviously going to be the Vargeists. I'm gonna have to be very careful with those. The Graveguard are also kind of annoying, but these are unbuffed Graveguard, so they will be fairly weak compared to ours, at least. Well, maybe not fairly weak, but like 75 to 80% in effectiveness compared to ours, but ours are hurt. Fortunately, if we get a nice battle line going, a Wind of Death should really take care of those matters. Anyway, this is obviously going to be a cinematic battle. It should be a pretty damn good time. Let's get to it. Alrighty, what is likely to be the last battle against the forces of the Lamian Sisterhood, and it should be a pretty interesting one just by virtue of the fact that they brought 4 units of Vargeist, a pair of Karen Wraiths, as well as the duel that must surely ensue between the Blood Dragons here. The Red Duke has really grown on me in this particular campaign. Ooh, and this is the debut of his zombie dragon too, isn't it? Looking damn fly. Get it? Because he's fly? Yeah. Yeah, very nice, buddy. Very nice. It's a very nice model. I feel like the color scheme also works quite well with these guys as well, because the Blood Knights have the red armor, and yeah, everything about this works very nicely. Yeah, there's a reason why Mixu's Mousillon was the only time I have ever painted the entire map with any faction in the entire game. I've only done it once, where every single thing was conquered, and it was with the Red Duke as the Lord before. So we'll see if Vlad joins this. Now here we go. We're immediately going to charge the enemy Vargeist. It's going to be 6 versus 1 here. There's 6 in a Vargeist unit, I believe. Unless I'm crazy. I mean, considering we've been using Vargeists a lot. Yeah, it's 6. Okay, I was like, wait, we've been using Vargeist so much. For me not to know by this point would be kind of embarrassing. But yeah, a Red Duke versus Vargeist. We're obviously going to Tormentor Sword them. We're also going to use our Van Hel's Danse Macabre on the Red Duke himself, as he does need to bring them down. Now let's check out the HP. They've lost about 20 to 25%, and they're closer to have losing 40%, or to have lost 40%. We are also we have reduced armor because of heart piercing, unfortunately, but it's all good. We have to remember that the Red Duke not only has Hunger and Invocation of Nehek, but also a health potion should he require it. So I feel like this is a good time to take out the enemy Vargeist before they can really do any damage, and I'm reasonably confident in the Red Duke's ability to take out at least one of these units. Ooh, looks like he got knocked back twice there. Plus, a nice little showcase for the zombie dragon, since this is his first time on it. There we go. Ooh, knocked back, but not quite out of the air for that Vargeist, and it looks like they are now down to 30% HP and are going to be disintegrating, or at least crumbling, quite soon. Let's take another one out of the air. Come on, Red Duke, you got this. I love the fact that we can watch this happen while the rest of the army moves up, because we have to wait until the rest of the army does get here, although I do want to keep in mind that the enemy does have a lot more Vargeists coming in, and while I am confident in the Red Duke's ability to fight one of them, 4 might be a little bit much. And there we go, with a double kill with his last hit there. Very, very nice, Red Duke. And then you're going to move right back to your own territory, where we can use the Potion of Healing, which we're doing right now. We're also popping a Forbidden Rod, wink, to get our Winds of Magic back up. Now, the balance of power looks to be about even, and let's just take a look at what we've got in terms of setup here. So the battle lines involve the zombies being out front. Most of the zombies, of course, brought here by virtue of, or courtesy of, I should say, our secondary Necromancer, Lord, not you, but you, Master Necromancer. There we go. So behind the zombies, we are going to keep our units of Graveguard with shields, as well as our units of Skeleton Warriors. And then in the back line, as I usually like to do, is a massive amount of Graveguard with great weapons. Gotta love these guys. Obviously, we want to be able to have them flank enemies and to surround enemy flyers, like the Vargeists, as well as anything else. The Knights are also going to be waiting in the background for an opportune moment to strike, although I do imagine that, considering the enemy does outnumber us quite considerably, we will most likely be surrounded here, so we'll see about that. Alrighty, here come the Vargeist, and this time I don't want the Red Duke fighting multiple units at the same time. I do try to get him a little bit away, and to have the Vargeist follow him. Generally speaking, the AI won't do this, as in it won't completely waste all of its time following unit when it's already got other units nearby, like this. They decided to drop down instead of keeping up with that, and that's just fine, because they're going to drop down into the units of great weapons, and then the Red Duke can drop down as well. Ooh, a nice little pounce from the zombie dragon there. Very nice. And ooh, we got a charge going over here. Some Crypt Ghoul bowling. Very nice, very nice. From the Black Knights with lances and barding. These guys aren't having the best end. Once again, we got another Tundra battle for the Red Duke as well. So let's see, what are the stats here? 30 and 30. Now, they do have poison, and man, I do wish we had some poison units in our army, but I don't think this army is going to have Crypt Ghouls in it, or Crypt Horrors, rather, even though they would be quite helpful. 47-32, yeah, very nice. But these guys are all going to get distracted dealing with all of these zombies, while the Graveguard are perfectly safe. We are going to delete most of these zombies anyway, so it's perfectly fine waiting for them to die. This buys time for the Red Duke to kill Vargeist after Vargeist. These guys are sort of kept in place. We've also summoned another unit of zombies right behind them, so they can't get away, and just gotta keep the Red Duke killing them. One of them is already just about dead and disintegrating, and then this one is also pretty unhappy with its current situation. This unit, I mean, not the individual Vargeist. We've also got a bunch of Crypt Ghouls moving around. Going to charge in with some Graveguard with great weapons. There we go. 49-44 this versus 30 and 30 should be pretty good, although the armor piercing is obviously wasted on the on the crypt ghouls in particular. I was about to say grave ghouls and just confused myself completely. Alrighty, watch this a little bit. And there we go, and right into their flanks, we're going to charge in our lances and barding. Oh wow, look at that bowling. That actually worked out pretty well, because it kind of positioned them both on their flanks and directly behind the unit. It is not going to like that. Another charge. Man, we're doing so much crypt ghoul bowling today. 3 units and 3 charges. Well done to the Black Knights with lances and barding. They're really doing a decent job accomplishing something against these crypt ghouls. Although, to be fair, that charge did not dish out a crazy amount of damage. These aren't Blood Knights after all, so they're not going to do anything crazy. But not to worry, we will still level them up. They don't have their buffs yet, after all. Now over here, we have the main portion of the enemy army moving in, which is all of their Grave Guard units, and they do have a lot of them, as we saw at the start. We do want them to bunch up so that we can use spells on them, as well as you know, keeping them back and from attacking a lot of our units at the same time. But unfortunately, they are going to attack us from 2 directions, both here and here. We already moved in to this side to attack these units of Karen Knights, as they were getting kind of annoying. But it looks like they're going to reinforce with more Graveguard. But not to worry, I'm sure we can find a way to deal with it. In the meantime, the Vargeists are down to, I believe, 1 unit that's in the air, and then this unit is just about to disintegrate here as the Red Duke continues ripping them apart. There we go. He's now a Vargeist Slayer as well, as all the other things. Alrighty, and at this point, we are just waiting once again for the enemy to bunch up as many Graveguard right here as possible, because this looks like a pretty nice target for a Wind of Death, you gotta admit. Same with these guys, but unfortunately there aren't as many of them, and thus we will cast the Wind of Death right here on these Graveguard. As we can see, they're all pretty much full HP, because thus far they've still been attacking the zombies. We haven't engaged with our main shield and sword, or sword and ward front line, and there we go. Very nice, and unfortunately it doesn't clip these guys as it veers away a little bit, but after that, look at this. 1 spell, 4 units of Graveguard basically instantly killed. A very high value spell right there, and that instantly helps us with our balance of power as well. The enemy troop count, or rather, is down by about 800 to 900 units, and while that did not hurt the Crypt Horrors, it should be a lot easier to take care of them with all of these Graveguard out of the picture. Now, the Red Duke has not quite finished off the very last unit of Vargeist, but he is going to give chase as they are trying to get out of this formation here. This is a very Red Duke-centric battle, I gotta say. And yeah, there's stuff happening in the army as well, but yeah, Red Duke is dishing out the most stuff. He's killed the 4 units of the Graveguard with his spell, and he's killed pretty much all the units of Vargeist at this point. And granted, they were trapped here and taking some damage, I'm sure, from the rest of this, but as we've seen, Vargeists are pretty damn resilient, as we've been using them to pretty incredible effect ourselves throughout this campaign. Now over here we have a unit of Karen Knights charging in against our Graveguard with great weapons. This is not a great matchup for the Graveguard in particular, as Karen Knights shine against more elite units like this and are worse against the trash units, ironically enough, like zombies and skeletons and all that. This is why we're going to move zombies and skeletons to absorb the hits from these guys, and then move the Graveguard away so that all this stuff is not wasted. Same here, we are going to set up our units of Knights in the back here. I was originally going to use them to charge this, but we do have a breath that is still available to the Red Duke. In fact, we have 3 breaths as we haven't used any, that I want to get the Red Duke breathing on these guys, so we can't really charge. I mean, to be honest, I probably could have charged here, but I figured, you know, the Vargeists are all almost dead, so we might as well kill them and get the Red Duke in there anyway. Although I could have absolutely done a second charge. The thing is, it would have probably knocked a lot of those units away, and then that would have been less damage from the breath coming in. So, yeah. Plus, probably a bad idea to get the knights any more hurt, as a few of them have taken quite a bit of a beating. This black knight with lances and barding, and this one both below half HP. Quite scary. There we go. The last of the Vargeist has fallen. Over on this side of the map, there are 2 units of Crypt Ghouls and 1 unit of Cairn Wraiths that are still holding the line, but that is just fine, as we do outnumber them here, and the numbers will tell eventually. The enemy lord has also joined the fray. The Blood Dragon on an actual horse. And I do gotta say, on these maps as opposed to the oh, and you have dual swords too. Oh damn, this guy's looking pretty damn awesome. Yeah, so too bad we can't get the Red Duke on his skeletal steed with barding as well, or skeletal steed or whatever. But you know, he does do pretty damn good work on the zombie dragon. I'll think about it. If we have a spare point, I might get him on one of those as well. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna get that breath going down. Alright, nice Pestilential Breath doing a very decent amount of damage. Once again, 3 Graveguard units, while not killed, dropping to about half HP each. So the Red Duke has essentially deleted, let's see, 4 plus 1 plus 5, or plus 1.5, between 5 and 6 full units of Graveguard. All the Red Duke, and that's just with the cast. Plus 4... well, maybe 3 units of Vargeist, depending on how much damage the other units did. And now that those guys are done, we can see the Knights are getting ready to move in, while the Red Duke goes after the enemy Lord here. This guy had the temerity to dare to attack the Red Duke after all this. And there we go, Knights are going to charge. We're going to do a little bit of bowling, but obviously the Graveguard have a lot more mass and charge resistance than the Crypt Ghouls do, so they're not going to go as far. But with this forcing them to be surrounded, they're going to be pretty weak and going to crumble very quickly like that. Otherwise, the Red Duke has hit the enemy Lord a few times, and we can see that he's already dropping. We have El Sif down on him, so he has 0 melee defense, plus the Tormentor Sword, so he can't move away. And yeah, this guy's pretty damn screwed. He's already crumbling apart. Well done, Red Duke. And in fact, I think the Red Duke has actually gained HP. At this point, he's back up above half HP, so very nice, buddy, very nice. It looks like the Crypt Horrors want no part of this, watching their Blood Dragon Lord die. Alright, come on, one more bite. One more successful, but okay, no, it looks like somebody else got the last hit, probably one of the Graveguard, maybe the Skeleton Warrior. He's standing right over the corpse of the Lord, and he's doing a little scream there. Silent scream, but who knows, could have been one of the Graveguard as well. So well done to the Red Duke, and that's, ooh, nice little liftoff animation for him. Beautiful. So many good shots of the zombie dragon. Ooh, and I love the way that the casting lights up the dragon as well. Lovely. Alrighty, and it's now time to move out and hit the rest of the units. Not that there's many left. There are still those Crypt Horrors out there, but the Red Duke can just go after and kill any units still on the field. Ooh, a nice little pounce animation. And now it's just these guys, who are completely surrounded. Oh, and those oh, and it looks like the enemy army is done for. The chain route is here, and the entire army starts disintegrating due to army losses. Looks like, oh, actually, never mind. The Cairn Wraiths are only crumbling and not disintegrating, and same with these guys, but they will all soon disintegrate, I'm sure. They're all just going to crumble until they become disintegrating, but it doesn't mean that the battle's going to last too much longer, as they will all lose a lot of their HP. Their Retrievers, I didn't have time to mention them, but they've been doing a decent job killing great. I keep wanting to call the Crypt Ghouls Grave Ghouls for some reason. It's the Grave Guard that are confusing me, and so many G sounds. But already, Red Duke, why did I drop him down on the Cairn Wraiths here? Mostly because he actually has magic damage, and then the rest of these guys don't need magic damage to kill him. Oh, wow, the animation here. Damn. Red Duke's just been showing off this entire battle. He's had fun, and it looks like the rest of the army is done for a close victory. Well, we certainly took some damage. We lost some zombies, but we didn't lose any of our Graveguard, and I don't imagine I would call this a close victory, but I mean, some of our Graveguard took damage, so maybe. But regardless of that, the Red Duke still had plenty of HP, and he still had plenty of fight in him, and even several casts of Invocation of Nehek remaining, so yeah, he would have been fine, probably could have taken out those Crypt Horrors and anything else that was left on the enemy field anyway, so it doesn't really matter about the rest of our army anyway. And there we are. Pretty damn good battle in the sense that it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Well, I did say that the enemy Graveguard would be less powerful, but they were considerably less powerful. But to be fair, 117,000 damage on the Red Duke. Also, I love how every time that the Red Duke battles, he is absolutely the star of the show. Always killing enemy lords. He killed, like, I don't know how many Vargheists he killed in this episode, but he killed so many Vargheists. And he still stayed up. He is a little bit above half HP there, 117,000 damage. And granted, quite a bit of that was from the Breath and the Wind of Death as well, but still, a damn nice job, Red Duke. You really are... You really are a force to be reckoned with. Alrighty, we will not sack them. Oh, we could subjugate them and forcibly vassalize them, but I really don't care about this faction. They don't really give us anything, do we? Or do they? Yeah, so just occupy the place. And besides, won't this delete the faction and then give us their vampires anyway? Because of the recruit thing? Yeah, I'd rather take this place and build it out ourselves. So occupy the place instead. Beautiful. Faction destroyed, Lamian Sisterhood. And yes, we do get it back. Let's accept the refugees immediately after conquering them, which once again feels completely right in terms of the lorefulness of it. So accept those refugees. Lamian Sisterhood. Hey, we got those unearthed cursed white blades. And I do wonder. Wait, do we get the new lords next turn or this turn? I no longer remember. No, okay, that's this turn. So we got Vlad von Carstein and Aldous Gans. Okay, you guys are both terrible. Well, maybe Waller will be okay. He has a von Carstein bloodline, though. That's helpful because it increases potentially the number of Sylvanian levies we have. We have 1 and 2, so it looks like he didn't have the trait, but as soon as he is recruitable, we'll recruit him and then, you know, make use of that. Now, you... Burned Van Hal, you need something. We need to get you our Unholy Lodestone Corpse card. That's what we need. You know what, we can also upgrade your Wind of Death. Although, wait, did I use... I think I used the Red Duke's Wind of Death that time. And, I mean, we'll probably pop another point into it. So do you need to get this right now, or is there a better option for you? Dark Desires Leadership +5. Anything here that would be helpful? Crypt Gore power-up. Crypt Ghouls, Crypt Horror power-up, Black Coach, Corpse Cart, Mortis Engine. Honestly, none of this really helps us all that much. I was hoping there would be something that would do a little bit for the Grave Guard, but unfortunately not the case. Oh, well, we'll buff up your Invocation of Nehek right now, I think, or Raise Dead, actually. We do use your Raise Dead, after all. Alrighty, decent enough. And then you, my friend, are taking too much money, and we no longer need you here. So, Gunter, you are going to give these guys to the Red Duke. You're going to take the zombies, and I guess doesn't really matter. We'll get rid of, let's say, this unit, because it has no chevron. There we go. Like so, there we go. And our Duke's army is now maxed out. You are going to go away. Do you have any followers? You have a Gravedigger, you can keep the Gravedigger. I'm sure we'll get you back. Ooh, I do want to double check, though. And, oh, we can get, yeah, we got the building complete. More importantly, 4 black coaches are now available. I mean, not from here, but in general. Okay, so Gorsty, you have a place to be now. I was gonna have you keep raiding, but hopefully, these guys can absolutely reach Carmilla, but I feel like it's super important for Gorsty to go and grab those black coaches, so we'll start on that. Carmilla, we're gonna hope that you don't get attacked. Although you very well might. Do we risk this? How far can you move? You can move pretty damn far. We could be a little bit less risky.
The nation calls. The Empire.
This isn't March stance. You know what? Let's stay right here and we'll just hope that she doesn't get attacked. I mean, if she does, she does. It happens. She's immortal, so her army, like just like the other army, like Gorst's army, doesn't really matter. Oh man, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Alrighty, Nuln. We also need, well, we can't build Bloodkeep quite yet, but we will, rest assured, build it. Definitely the Charnel Pit, otherwise you're going to take about 8 years to grow into something useful. Isabella, you're going to take... Can you reach Wissenberg from here? You can, huh? Alright, but let me see if we can do this. Go first to Dotten and back. Ah, no, that won't work. I was thinking, what if we move here? Oh, is there another way we could do this? I don't think so. I was hoping to be able to take both at the same time. But I don't think it's possible. At least I don't think Dieter can do it, can he? Let's move him down here and see, but I somehow doubt it. And we need to take Fildorf anyway. And Pyrrhic Victory. Oh, no losses? Wait. Let me just see. Is anybody in range to take out Dieter from here? Ben von Soderhofen. I can't actually tell whether you'd be in range here. I feel like you would be, which has me concerned.
Never.
But would you do this? That's the question. We could raise some dead to ensure... Oh, it'll cost more money. You know what, let's raise some zombies in here, at least for now. And do we want to raise a couple of these guys? It costs like 2k. You know what, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it and hope that that they don't attack him. I feel like they will. I'm almost completely certain that they will. But oh well. Isabella, take this out real quick. Auto-resolve, shouldn't be too much damage there. We will occupy... Wait a second. We could sack the place... Nah, that's not useful. Occupy it, I guess. We do need to sack some territories. You know what we could do? We could occupy Wissenberg and then sack this territory instead. Which will allow you to move away and not have to necessarily capture this turn. Okay, we don't need this here at Wissenberg. You can have the marble cut. Oh, your marble doesn't actually do much. Okay, fine. Get that corpse pile then. We still need to be able to defend all these Imperial territories.
Destroy them.
And honestly, any of the newly taken Imperial territories are probably going to need walls regardless. Because Chaos is going to come down here, and who knows who else is going to come down here. So yeah, do you sack this or do you take it? Really depends on what they get in here. I mean, honestly, he probably can't win against this army already.
None shall live.
Well, the Sylvanian crossbowman, he's quite weak. He is on a zombie dragon, though. Huh. You know what? If he gets the skeleton spears and the skeleton warriors, he might be able to pull it off. You know what? Fine, fine. Oh, this is such a waste, though. You know what? No, not fine. I'm gonna do it, and I'm just gonna hope that this doesn't take too much out of us. Okay, yeah, that took way too much out of us. Okay, fine. Standard of Discipline here. We'll just upgrade the place. Ah, but it'll go down to level 1 if we sack it, won't it? Will it go down to level 1, or will it be a higher level? You know what? I want to find out. Sack the place. Let's see. I did want to complete this and get the extra money back on top of that anyway. And then you are now down to level 2. So here's the question. If we immediately occupy you... Or I guess next turn... Oh, you can't even move that far away. Oh, damn. That actually made it even worse. Go back here. I was hoping he'd have enough movement space left, or movement points, or whatever you want to call it, to move back to null. At least he's immortal now, so if he dies, we'll... Oh, he was already immortal. So we'll be fine. Okie dokie, so what do we get you? I'd love to get you some direwolves. I guess I could take Isabella's direwolves when she goes all flying units, although I'd really like to keep the dire pack in her army. Still don't know what I'm gonna do with your army quite yet either. Alright, we got a bunch of vampires that have leveled up. Sure, vampires, sure, why not? We got Tenacity, Wild-Eyed, Impassioned. What do we go for next? Now, I did want Valet for the magic item drop chance, but you guys are pretty darn limited in the amount of points that you have. So you currently have 34. We wouldn't be able to get Conviction, although to be fair, the aura stuff is not really all that necessary, because you're not near the bats most of the time. And the armor plus 15 isn't too bad. I still feel like the Retinue Valet and possibly one of these might still be worthwhile. I did want to get Retinue Physician. Alright, fine. Go Retinue Valet for now, and I will consider it. You are going for... You have Dark Benediction, you have Fervor and Tenacity, you have Wild-Eyed and Impassion, so I guess you're also going for the Retinue Valet. You Genevieve, you got the hunger now, but we're waiting for the Hellsteed so you can fight with your sisters. Tenacity, and that's about it for now. And yes, we are going to move into the magic line. I just wanted her to be able to defend herself, as if she's going to be on a Hellsteed, she's going to be flying with the rest of the vamps, and they get themselves into some pretty dicey situations, so I gotta be careful there. Alrighty, Carmilla, you're staying where you are as we decided last turn. Ooh, we do want to, however, get some tech stealing going. There we go, very nice. Millhouse. Millhouse the Immortal. Nice. Why not, right? I guess you're gonna try to assassinate again. Let's buff up your assassination if we can, then. We can no longer buff assassination. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Who's lower level here? 16? They're both level 16. Great. This is gonna take 50-50, and this is gonna be 50-50, so it matters not. So go for this guy. Hey, you succeeded that time. Well done. We got ourselves a reward for that. Alrighty, damage wall is up and running. You can keep assassinating yourself. You moot. Moot. I was gonna get one of these here, the Font of Nightmares. Yeah, let's get the Font of Nightmares, just to increase the various capacities. Plus, it'll be an extra capacity for the Banshee as well, so why not? Feels right. Now, I did want to also get the Balefire Hearth. I really wish that the Balefire Hearth would increase income from all buildings and all adjacent regions, rather than the region itself is in. And that would make it a little bit nicer, but though, to be fair, it's not like the Vamps really need any help. Let's see, Gorsty. Gorsty. It's about time for you to start getting your corpse carts in. I would like to further reduce your raised dead cost. We could do it by 10 here. We could do it by another 8 here. Well, 10 is better than 8. Thanks, Ruinous. This is a very useful comment. Alright, fine. Get Dark Shepherd. Dark Shepherd. Let's see how much we can reduce the cost of that summoning there. You already have the Gravedigger, and I think that's the only thing that can increase the raised dead there. Ooh, Manservant, though. Let's get that. I assume the Manservant is a zombie. Alrighty, what else do we have here? Red Duke, oh, you've also leveled up, buddy. And you need to move out again. We're going to go and take Desolation of Drakenmore. You will get... You already have the good stuff. Well, I guess we are going for Waking Dead, because we are going to get lots of Blood Knights in here. And wait, this includes Black Knights as well, so yeah, this is pretty damn useful. And yeah, we could buff up the Red Duke to be an even stronger fighter, but I really do want to get Undeath Resurgence, so let's start with the Waking Dead, and then we'll make him a stronger fighter. He was already pretty damn good in terms of being a fighter, so it's not like he really needs it. Anyway, let's see, if we move out of here, how much less do we heal up? Not that much, so we're, I think, free to move out. Right there, and yeah, I don't imagine you'll have too much trouble with that place. Gunter, sorry buddy, but you're out of the picture for now. Let's get you an upgrade. We will, I'm sure, bring you back at some point. I just want to make... Okay, you can't get Dark Shepherd. I wanted to make you able to raise more dead for us, but oh well. Well, then I guess you're going to get Wind of Death. There you go. Enjoy, and then this army, for now, goes away. Let's see, we're at 6392. And now we're at 7457. Alright, about 1100 gold back. It's going to be even less, it's going to be considerably less when we get Manny in here, but all good. Let's steal some tech while we do have a little bit of cash on us. Let's see, tech steal. Exactly 1,000. Damn, it's expensive. And that's with the upgrades that we have. Obviously, the Imperium is also not helping matters. Let's see, you can get... Well, I guess. And then you, Ashridge Mountains. Success as well. Lovely. Quail as well. Mortality, looking good. What else do we have? Helman Gorst, Red Duke, yada yada yada. Okay, we're good for everybody else. Reynold Gorst, you guys, you're moving towards the Red Duke. Ooh, you're almost ready to join his army. Beautiful, that'll reduce the cost as well. Ooh, Kazid Irkulaz. Okay, I was about to say we need the walls up there, which we do have. Ooh, hello. We have an actual upgrade for settlement. Feels like it's been a while since we've encountered any of those. Gonna have to keep an eye on it. Ooh, Zufbar, you're also ready to get upgraded. How's Drakenhob doing? Yeah, pretty far from that. Ooh. And I just realized we can get the Forbidden Library. Let's get it. Let's get the Forbidden Library. Oh, and we can get the Knights of the Red Death available as well. Damn. Well, isn't that useful? Definite Ah, man, I wish we had the Dark Awakening building, whatever the hell this is called. Awakened Battlefield. Close enough. Yeah, we're gonna get this because it'll upgrade Gorse, plus it'll give us more money in this particular location, which is, well, it's something. Alrighty, and that's basically all our cash. I did probably want to build some other stuff, but it's not going to be possible right now. More time, we will need to level you up. We're probably gonna lose more time when these guys eventually attack us. Vissenland... Yeah, don't tax yourself quite yet. Alrighty, well, the Lord Not moved.
It is night.
That's Carmilla. Anything else? Who has unassigned skill points? Oh, Reynold Gortz. I just saw that, too. So what do we want here? More melee attack for the Grave Bodyguard or more melee defense? I don't remember their general stats, but I would assume that the halberds already have decent melee defense, and therefore you're probably better off getting them a little bit more melee attack. Get them a little bit useful. Plus, on top of that, we have these guys to hold the line. Although, to be fair, we have the Graveguard with great swords to dish out the damage, so ultimately it doesn't matter that much. We could go 1-1, but I feel like I'm going to prefer the cash of... You know what? I'm going to hold off on this. I'm going to hold off on this and get loyalty never ending. The thing is, next battle we summon those guys. I'm going to check out their stats. I'm going to see what we need more. I'm once again inclined to go for cash of weapons, but who knows? Maybe we're better off leaning further in to defense so that we can use them as a secondary front line or first front line. You know what I mean? Another front line to make sure that the actual units that we could lose, i.e. are not summoned units, don't take more damage. Alrighty, decent with this. And I believe we can end the turn. Let's get to it. Ooh, or do we summon another Bloodline? We do have Blood Kisses available. We can get another Necroar Gifts, or we keep saving. Let's see, is anybody really worth the save? We do get... Oh. It's okay. It's okay. Vampiric... Ooh, wait. 20 movement range for all armies, eh? That's pretty damn decent. I gotta say. Pretty much everybody benefits from... Well, everybody benefits from this. This is another Vigor Loss reduction by 15. It's also not too bad at all. Huh. Okay. But this is an immediate 15 base cast. Fine, just get this for now, and then we'll get you next. It's taking a while to save these guys up, or whatever. Yeah. Alrighty, happy with that, you guys. What do we have? Vladdy. You gotta keep moving, buddy. You're moving to take Akendorf. You know where you're going. Unfortunately, you're gonna continue taking damage, but it is what it is. Wait a second. What's the size of this battle marker? Wait, stop. Ah, damn it. Couldn't quite catch him. What do we have here? We have black coaches. We have nothing interesting, unfortunately. Although... I have been tempted to get another Vargulf for Vlad. I sort of consider the Vargulfs as the anchoring points and thus a replacement for a steam tank for Vlad's Imperial Tactics army. And yeah, they don't... I'm just thinking, do we need a second one other than Mittens? We can always delete it later. It's also another 400 gold per turn. You know what? I'll think about it. I will think and we will see. Carmilla, I believe it was this turn that I said not to move you, right? Yeah, I believe it was. Right. Let's end the turn. Let's proceed once again. Alright, nothing crazy is happening. Let's see. What do we declare war on next? We need to keep the dwarfs fighting Aha and Fildor if they didn't end up attacking you, so that we could have just taken it over and there was no need to try to run away. Oh well, we got the free money out of those blood kisses anyway, so I'm reasonably happy with that. Alright, looks like Talabekland is still holding off on declaring war on us, so looking fairly decent there too. Alrighty, rank gained for you, demolition complete in a barrow. You are going to get, you know what, don't get the marble for now, just get the charnel pit. We'll deal with the marble later. Now, Isabella, you're going to move into Fildorf, and we're going to attack that soonish. You are going to attack Daughtern back.
All die.
Valiant defeat? Yeah, we know from fights previously with Isabella doing this exact thing that it is not going to be a valiant defeat. That's for damn sure. You're going to go to Doddernbach. You're going to auto-resolve this, and this location will be ours as well. Occupy it, please. Now it's going to be a level 1, right? Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well. It's all good. And then we are going to not repress mortals, although... at some point, we should probably start repressing mortals. Harvest corpses, probably also decent, but the growth. Yeah, just go back for... go for Foster Terror, there we go. We need to upgrade this? We do, but it costs too much money right now, so we'll wait on that one. Alrighty, and we'll wait on this as well as we are starting to run out of time here. Vladdy, do we need to get another Vargulf in your army? See, the thing is, his army's gonna get a lot weaker once the 3 named Vargeists join Isabella. The only thing right now is, yeah, fine, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? Vlad deserves a reward. Ooh, although I do want to see one thing. Gorsty, how many coaches can you raise here? Well, it's not just one. Looks like just one for now. Alright, we'll have to wait until the other one comes up. Ooh, maybe he can move between these two and keep raising coaches. I also just want to see if there's anything else interesting that we can raise here. You know what we should do? We should pick a location and build the Vargeist building in order to... I was building the Lodestone of Darkness here. I don't even remember. That doesn't really matter. What I was saying was... wait, first of all, get the Black Coach. 2604. Still damn expensive. Alrighty, well that's the first one. We got more to get. You are going to move out to Cragmere and hope that we can get those coaches from there. I don't remember if these things are shared here or not. They are different regions. They're not the same one, so I don't imagine that they are. And I think we summoned different things from here and here before, so it should work out. You gotta get those Black Coaches. 40 and 40, and they'll get considerably buffed. Oh wow, they're quite expensive too. Now, the question will be whether we bother keeping our corpse carts. I feel for a while we do, it's just that they're way cheaper than getting necromancers in here. We will eventually replace them with necromancers, but for now, not. And then possibly we should also, now that I think about it, replace them with, what's it called? Just think here. Wait, you guys are gonna... Mortis Engines is what I was getting at there. Because Mortis Engines can dish out an insane amount of damage, and together with Gorst, what if we do 2 Necromancers and 2 Mortis Engines? We need a lot of Mortis Engines and a lot of our armies. Anyway, you're gonna go here. We're at 6610. How's that never-ending loyalty? Let's see. Some difference, not a huge difference. Let's see, another 800 money per turn. I mean, not too bad. Do you have... what level's your never-ending loyalty? It's 3, and then what level's yours? It's 3 as well, yeah, okay. So, alrighty, now while this army is not complete, it is certainly getting there. Okay, now it bothers me that we have this guy here. 1 skeleton warrior. This really bothers me. We should replace you with something. Still can't get blood dragons, unfortunately, but it's all good. Alrighty, now Vladdy, we're gonna move everybody else, but I do believe that we are essentially out of time in terms of getting any more battles going. All good, though. Let's see, skeletons, I guess we... well, keep the Konigstein Stalkers for now. We'll get rid of them later. We could also get rid of the Dire Doggos. I mean, they have been useful for a long time. We have plenty of a melee line, though. I think we don't need these guys. Let's join them together. Let's get another Vargulf for now, and then if we have to delete it, we will delete it later. Oh, we could summon another Black Coach here, but, eh. There we go. Mittens now has a friend. There we go. I'm pretty sure I have a name for you. I'll check my list later. I don't want to waste any more time right now. Anyway, in fact, I think I'm going to call this episode here. There's a bunch of stuff to do, like assign skill points and steal tech, and do some diplomacy, assign some items, lots of annoying stuff that I guess you guys don't really need to see. That's generally my policy on the boring administrative stuff. I try to do as much of it as possible between the episodes, so I'm going to hold to that. And next time, we start the battle, or start the episode off by attacking Fildorf with Isabella. and, you know, easily taking it despite what it says. Then we will, you know what, Fort Saul is going to be a pretty good pickup, because nobody's going to be able to move through it, and yeah, I feel like Isabella and Co. should be able to destroy it just fine. We will, yeah, we're going to have to move up here. We don't have much of a choice. They have Karak Asgard. Oh, they have Helmgart as well. So 2 forts belonging to the Golden Order. Okay, so that's definitely a goal for Isabella. Basically, secure the southern portion of the Empire while, well, I guess not quite southern. Well, southwestern portion of the Empire, something. Secure Wissenland while Vlad moves up to secure the actual south of the Akendorf and Averland. So that'll be the goal for next episode, as well as most likely summoning Vlad, or not Vlad, summoning Vlad. Most likely finally summoning Manfred at this point. Ooh, another reduction spell down right now. Oh, but we wanted to summon stuff. Or Steel Tech, rather. You know what? We can Steel Tech next turn. Yeah, I'll probably summon Manny next episode and then start building an army for him. Because it's, and we want to take these islands, otherwise Mouse is just going to get stronger. Oh, what the frickin' hell? The lizards have taken the Shattered Stone Isle. Maybe we wait until they've lost it, but we still need to make Manny an army. And we could probably start raiding territories belonging to the Tomb Kings as well, but that'll be a question for next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.
Attack!